It's probably fair to be cynical about whether people should pay too much attention to a budget outline when budgets don't get passed in Washington for 1,000 days. But I do want to ask you about the President's Blueprint, because it's seen in some ways as an election year document. This is how the New York Times described it in part, and I want to have you react to this. President Obama pledged to cut the deficit in half by the end of his term, said Stephen Miller. He's a spokesman for Republicans on the Senate Budget Committee. Their optimistic projection is that next year's deficit will be almost $1 trillion, after 4 straight trillion-dollar deficits. So the White House is bragging about a broken promise. But deficit reduction may be beside the point. Mr. Obama appears to be laying out a campaign document that pits jobs programs paid for with tax increases on the rich against the deep spending cuts that will be the heart of the Republican Party's economic program: rebuilding versus austerity. I want to ask you this. I asked Newt Gingrich this last week. Why shouldn't austerity be a centerpiece of what the United States government is about these days, given how high the budget deficit is, and how much economic uncertainty that fiscal insanity contributes?
You know, David, I think that there's pretty broad agreement that the time for austerity is not today. We need to be on a path where over the next several years we bring our deficit under control. Right now we have a recovery that's taking root, and if we were to put in austerity measures right now, it would take the economy in the wrong way.